What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Heroes and Mutants podcast, episode 22. Damn, time flies. So it's brought to you guys by Higher Passion Entertainment. We wouldn't be able to do this without Productive Cultures. You know, our boys helping us out with that. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
I'm Ruben, a host. I got Josh right in front of me, another host. James to my right, another host. And we got a special guest tonight. We got Adam.
What's up,
Adam? How you doing, man?
What's up?
So we're glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, man, without a doubt. So the way we always introduce a guest, we like to ask them who their favorite superhero is and why you got into comic books or superheroes in the first place.
Okay, well, I'm wearing the shirt. I have a Deadpool shirt on right now.
Oh,
I fuck with Deadpool. So
yeah.
Got the tacos right there.
yeah, chimichangas and shit. All right. So comic book. I think I just got introduced to it at a young age. I used to have the little cards. The Marvel cards. Like I used to have a whole notebook of that. That's pretty much. I think my dad bought me my first deck, and it was all from there.
From there, it just continues, right?
I forgot about the deck.
So you're more of a Marvel than a DC guy.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to war today.
Okay.
Nah, well, everyone has their own, certainly. Because I'm a Marvel dude too.
Yeah,
I know he's more of a DC fan. I recall you said you were a Marvel, but you like Batman more than anything, right? Yeah.
Because Batman is the fucking coolest.
Best of the best.
He's cool, but he's aight. Nah.
He's aight.
At the same time,
Aight.
nah, that's disrespectful to him. I won't
There's
say
an
he's
entire
aight.
history
But I'm a
there that would
Superman.
disagree with
Yeah,
you.
I know, Brand, and there's a topic we gotta talk about, but we've been prolonging it.
Superman is a shit too, though.
I know he is.
He's the original superhero.
It really is,
Can't get
Sure
anywhere
is.
without it.
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Pioneer.
So you said Deadpool, favorite superhero, and because of the collector's cards, right? Yeah, Dan. I still actually have. Dan, now that you bring that up, I have a folder too, bro, full of I'm not saying it's gonna be the original ones, but like more modern, modernized freaking collector's cards. So I have like Venom, freaking Carnage, even the X-Men, and all anyone you can think of. I'm pretty sure I had, but it's more modernized. So
I actually didn't have the cards. Now that you think, I remember seeing the cards, but I never really got them.
Yeah,
I always had the action figures.
I used to be fascinated because when they were holographic, I used to be like,
dude,
I was
those ones
poking
that
at
had
the time.
Do you guys remember when Marvel used to do the variant covers? Where they would have like collectible colors that were holographic.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 of the same versions. Those were awesome.
It reminds me of Spider-Man, though. I forget the
first issue of Todd McFarlane's. There's several ones. I have the silver one.
The silver. He has a gold, and he has the original one, right? Yeah,
I think I have
exactly
the
reminds me
silver
of
one.
that. And
Yeah,
I always
silver
think
one?
it's pretty
That's
cool
sick.
because
Bring it to the
they always
pod.
go when it comes to
I will.
collectible items.
Should
They
be dope.
always go based off the color.
Might not go home with it, but bring it.
I just got the regular original one,
No, I'm
and I actually
bringing
think
it.
I actually have a.
I'm kidding.
I
know
think I
you
may
are.
have
I
the
want to
silver
see
one
it.
too, if I'm not mistaken.
Which
Man, for the Spider-Man.
You know,
comic
I
book.
noticed that a lot of people have the first issue of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. Probably the cover. There's something about it that comic book collectors, when they see it, they just want to grab it right away.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because when we talk about Todd, we all know who.
One of my
Comes to
favorite,
speaking of-
actually, covers.
Oh, yeah.
Todd McFarlane.
All right, so I
My
want to
man,
go
that's
ahead
Mr.
and
Spawn.
move on to our first topic, if y'all with it. So I don't know if y'all guys heard the New Mutants movie is coming out on Disney Plus.
Is it?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's been confirmed that it's coming out on Disney Plus. It's still coming out as a movie form, but if I'm not mistaken, early reports it was supposed to come out in theaters.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
supposed to come.
Yeah, but this movie has been like,
it's been delayed consistently,
Or like 10
constantly.
years.
Yeah.
I feel like this has like been like a half a decade or more
Mm-hmm.
of
It's been-
delaying
yeah, it's
this
been
and
10
pushing it
years.
off.
Yeah.
So I understand them wanting to release it on Disney Plus. However, originally it's supposed to be like a Marvel horror based one.
Yes.
And I have serious doubts as to
Why
what
it's gonna be on
Disney Plus is going to allow and what they're going to censor.
Yeah.
So that news doesn't really excite me and puts a little bit
Yeah.
of a damper. It's not where
Yeah.
it belongs. Disney
Yeah.
could have put it on Hulu or something
would
like
be
that
dope.
because that's also owned by Disney.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
it
could get
is,
more
yeah.
adult content.
Yeah.
So
That would be
true.
perfect, yeah.
But I feel like they'll lose
But if
out,
they go Hulu, they would probably have
lose
to.
out on money.
They would lose out on money
Well,
because they
it's
would
not
have
just
to
that.
rent it.
it's not just that. It's with Disney Plus. There was a lot of stuff that was scheduled to drop on the platform, but it's not going because of the
Mulan.
COVID.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons they dropped Hamilton on there. They originally were going to
Mhm.
release that play
Yeah,
in a film form,
I remember that.
but they needed to retain an audience. So this is another thing that's just kind of using whatever content they have
Mhm.
just to retain audience so they can say they have something new, fresh. and unique.
That's what happens to Marvel for fucking dropping everything that quick.
Well, I don't blame it on them. I mean, when you
And
go to
DC.
when it comes to Disney, that's the biggest platform you can have.
Yeah,
But if you-
absolutely.
if
It
you-
just feels wrong for a horror superhero movie.
It
Yeah.
does, and it sucks. I think they're smart though, because I think they're just doing it because of all this COVID, this pandemic going on. Since
I
theaters
think
are
it's
closed,
the only way. Otherwise,
It-
we're never gonna see it.
exactly. Otherwise, we're not gonna see it until they
Next
want to
year.
wait on it. But when you
shit, we've
wait
been
on
waiting
it,
for 10 years. You could wait another fucking
Yeah.
couple months. Shit.
as a fan, hell no, I can't wait that long. Forget that. I
We
cannot
already
wait that
have.
long. Well, yes, but we already. But see, this is the difference, though. We already waited 10 years, right, for the freaking Avengers, Infinity War,
Yeah.
and some years because we're already past that.
Yeah.
But it's different though because movies were already coming out. There was no
Mhm.
pandemic, but now that there's a pandemic going on, there's no way that it could continue that way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So people have to be creative the way they want to bring out things. So I think now is the perfect time for like Netflix, Disney Plus. I mean, Disney owns the rights to all these Marvel
Yeah.
characters. Majority, I should
But
say.
Disney should just stick to Disney.
So, what
Marvel
universe
rights.
is this going to be taking place in the original
No,
X-Men
this
Fox
has-
universe,
Is
or is it
this
something
separate?
separate?
It was
Separate.
supposed to be separate.
From what
Okay.
I'm,
No, actually, it
I
was
know they
supposed to be.
do. They
No,
do
it's
want to
supposed to be in the
introduce
same
them.
universe.
Yes, they do want to introduce them into the same universe. With the MCU going
Mhm.
on and all that. But if I'm not mistaken, it's not. It hasn't been confirmed.
Mhm.
It hasn't
Mhm.
been completely confirmed. If I'm not mistaken.
So they want to actually correlate both of them together, then Disney Plus would be the best way because, like you said, they'll censor the parts that don't have to be more for the children's eye kind of aspect. So it's going to be easier to bring them into the Marvel universe instead of dropping it on Hulu and having such a scary platform, like you said, that the movie's going to be. I think it would be more harder for them to bring them into that universe after.
Fuck, what's harder? Let them put on something scary.
Yeah,
damn
just-
it.
I want that
If you
shit,
wanted a
dude. That's
horror
why I
movie, it
was.
should've
That's
been
why I
rated
would.
R.
I want to wait. I would
Exactly.
fucking wait for this shit.
I have no problem waiting. Give us a rated R X-Men movie
Just
besides
do what,
Logan and
do
the
what you did with
Deadpools.
Deadpool. And
That's only
Logan
gonna be
and-
Sony.
And they can.
But
They
Sony
they
lost
those
all
two
that.
movies are proven you can make a
They
rated
are.
R movie.
Yeah.
Not even that, the Joker also.
And the joke with the DC, yeah.
the only thing
So-
about that is that when it comes to storyline wise, they just can't pull anything out of their butt. To like keep us.
Never stopped them
to
before.
keep-
I just think the Marvel
Whoa.
characters are already
When
too
it comes to
established
DC,
for them to
it
be
hasn't
going
stopped
that direction.
Yeah, Warner Bros. They just
DC just
have
keeps
control over
rebooting.
everything with DC. It's ridiculous.
DC keeps rebooting everything, and it's just like, well, damn. When are you gonna have a solid foundation to the continuation of the
They
story?
need someone who actually, like just how Marvel did,
No.
someone
Well, I
who
think
knows
they're
what they're
br-
talking about
I think they're bringing
and how
in
knows
people.
the characters. Are
They're
they?
bringing in some writers from DC Comics to help
Yeah,
shape the
that's-
universe better.
Whatever WB has been doing with DC, I think they've had like hit or miss movies.
They
Yeah,
should have
no,
had
of
the
course.
team who
Yes.
does all of their animated films, the DC animated
That would've
movies.
Well, those are
great.
great. The DC
So-
animated films are kicking ass for sure.
See,
All
if
of
they
them,
had
actually, hell
those
yeah.
writers on a live action film, on live action series, it would improve them a lot. Obviously, you're going to get directors who are more used to dealing with live action, but have the writers be from the animated universe
Mhm,
because they seem to know how to handle it very
Exactly,
well.
absolutely. I mean, there's no difference on page. The only difference is you're seeing it in a different aspect.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but we'll see.
We shall see.
I guess they don't want to drop Black Widow first.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah, wait,
Black,
what?
No, but Black Widow has more commercial
Yeah,
potential.
I think that's the reason
so
why they're gonna.
they
That's
want
the
that
reason why
for a
they want to
theatrical
drop
release.
When is that coming
the
out
mu-
again?
We don't know
No,
yet.
we don't
It's
know. It's
Some-
indefinite.
sometime
Yeah,
next
everything's
year.
indefinite.
Everything's
for now,
indefinite right now.
Of course.
But
of
yeah,
course.
that's why I feel like they're dropping this movie instead of any other one
Because-
because they don't feel it's blockbuster material.
Yeah, there are certain movies that even if they made a lot of money, Disney did calculate that they could have made more money off of Hamilton if they released it into theaters, but they
Yeah,
had to
without a
pull
doubt.
something
Yeah,
to do it. So I don't think a movie like those types of movies they're gonna want to pull
And
the
see, that's
trigger
the thing
and put 'em
about
on a
it.
platform.
People. This is why I love the theaters. Because it's more.
It's immersive.
It's more
Immersive. You get
original. I feel like
you-
it's more
It's
original.
immersive. You feel the vibrations of the sounds, everything, the music. It gets you going. Then sitting on your
Exactly.
couch and watching it, you got a bunch of other shit going on. The cops are outside, fucking busting a neighbor or
Yeah,
something. You know what I'm saying?
Sirens going on. all that.
only in
Yeah.
BP, right? Only in
Only
Baldwin
in
Park.
Park, yeah.
Park, California.
California.
And
Hell yeah.
the experience isn't the same because when you're at home, you're distracted by everything that you're doing.
Mhm.
Your house distracts you. Oh, I have to do this. Being in a movie theater, all it is, like you said, is that big screen with
Yeah.
that big sound. You have no
Can't
choice.
use your phone.
You just
Yeah,
look at the screen.
You look at the screen. You have no choice but to get enveloped in it.
Yeah.
I love watching movies at home, but it is not the same
not the same.
experience.
I can watch movies at home all day.
And
But
an IMAX.
put me in a movie theater. I'm fucking. I think I'm in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why I always pay more for the better experience than what the general.
I'm
is,
all
you
about the
know,
theatrical
like,
experience.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
am
And
too.
honestly, IMAX, even 4D sometimes.
I
Not 4D.
I read
'cause
an
that shit
article
gave me,
that
like,
they were
some
struggling for a long time. The movie theaters just to get people in the seats, but I don't feel it. I mean, I go to the movies consistently.
Yeah,
and,
I'd go-
so
and
do
I see
I.
people in the seats.
I go alone
But imagine you
sometimes,
could fucking
dude.
get high
I mean,
right now
majority of the
instead
time
of
I
having
go
to
alone.
Do you
Parking
guys?
lot.
Did you guys have Movie Pass?
Yeah,
I never
it was
got.
for
I never
Amazon.
got.
Sometimes.
I never
All right.
I mean, for
Movie Pass
AMC.
was so cool for about 7 months of my life. I went to go see everything in theaters. Like even if it's not something I'm interested in, it's like I could. It's for free.
I did it
could
because the
keep up with-
pandemic hit. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
No,
damn it,
no,
now I
this was
can't
like a
use this
year,
shit for
like
anything.
over a year ago when it was like really like cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap because I used to go to see like 5 movies a week, 4 to 5 movies, different movies each time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I missed that.
Yeah, it was a good
It,
time.
it was
fun.
never gonna last though.
Mhm.
Movie Pass was too good to be true.
Yeah, it really was. But damn, I really do miss the movies, man.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't gonna
absolutely.
lie.
Just overall,
I ain't
any
gonna lie.
like
As soon as you
outdoor
get back in
aspect
there, I
that
want
you
to
could
go
do.
buy a ticket.
Yeah, see, when I always hear about movies that I really want to see or a film that's gonna come out, I always want to see it in theaters.
Mhm.
You know, even if it's late or not, I
Yeah.
never see it at home.
And you always debate either wanting to watch it like either streaming or waiting till it comes out because you're like, fuck, I wanted to see it in the movie theaters. Is
Yeah,
it worth
dude.
watching?
And
it,
people
like,
think you're a
you
weirdo
know?
sometimes because you go to a
Oh,
movie by
no.
yourself. But it's like, no, sometimes it's better because you don't have no one asking you questions like, hey, bro, or nudging you. Hey,
Oh yeah, dude, I hate that. Like when I go with friends and they're like, "Wait, what did he say?" I'm like, "Pay attention, bro." What did he do?"
bro,
I
you're asking
know,
too many
it's like,
questions,
You
right?
know, there's certain people like, wait, what's gonna happen? I'm like, if you watch the movie,
Like,
you'll
oh,
see
I don't know.
what's
I bought the
gonna-
ticket with you, dude. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
hell yeah,
Or
no,
even
dude.
with the
Whenever I'm
date.
watching a movie, fucking hands forward, like just watching it like this, any kind of movie, I'm like just fucking.
Or even
focused.
with the date, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
A date.
it's
yeah.
either I either take her to go see something she wants to see, and if it's something I want to see, I let her know, like, hey, don't ask questions till after.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want to
That's
question,
why you never get called back for a second date.
nah, I don't care about that. Well, that just meant it wasn't meant to be.
So you really want you take her to the
Exactly.
movies, and then when you guys go eat dinner, then you start asking about the questions about what happened. in the movie.
yeah.
Let's talk
Oh,
about
it
the
is.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The date doesn't
That's
end
it.
right
But
after
either
the
way,
film.
No,
just
no. I think you take
just
her to
being
the movies
open-minded
first,
to a movie
and then
is
at the
just-
date, that's when you
either
talk
way,
about
you
what
know,
you just saw, or
yeah.
the same
You
thing.
never
if
know
you go
what
watch
you're
a
gonna like
play.
either way.
Same-
Being
same
open-minded
And if she
always
does
works.
want to question me and doesn't like the fact that I told her don't question me till after, then
She's
she's
not
just
right.
not she's just not right for me.
Yeah, you can't have
You
a
know,
partner
and I'm
who-
not right for her, obviously. So it's okay. It goes both ways. I'm not mad about it.
Definitely.
But definitely, I miss the theaters. I ain't gonna lie. And if the new Mutants does
Anything.
go into Disney Plus is doing right because you gotta freaking sign up for that freaking app just to watch it.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
if you're Verizon actually offered a year free of Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
my year-
I got lucky. I was like, all right, so I signed up.
I know. I was already in fucking T-Mobile, so I didn't even get Netflix.
Hey,
I was
but I
like,
ain't
yo,
gonna lie.
fucking
I
hook
had-
me up.
I already
What
had
the-
Disney
I
Plus.
have
I've
it
been
free
grandfathered
too.
in. What
I ain't
the
gonna
fuck?
lie. Yeah, we got grandfathered in because of Verizon, but it just sucks because this year's been going on so much going on. It's going so
They
fast.
should give you
Going fucking
some.
quick, huh?
And I'm like, bro, my shit almost ends in like
might
February,
end
bro.
in
You
We're
know-
already, we're already
You know, they
the
say
17th
that like
thing.
when you have more, like when there's nothing to do, that time goes by slower. I've
Oh,
actually
hell
found
no.
during this quarantine, it
Oh.
actually goes by faster.
Mhm.
It made
Summer's
me
already
real-
almost done, dude. We got a month left. Not
Yeah.
even like 3 weeks of
Yeah.
actual summer.
Huh.
This year went by like
Yeah.
Quick.
Honestly, I haven't been home. It's just been
was
working. So
disaster after
overall,
disaster.
to me, it just seems like normal. I mean, I don't
Well, see,
really
you're-
like going out. So
You
it's
actually you can work still with
'Cause
it.
you're
Yeah,
essential.
look-
Nonetheless,
yeah, I'm
you're an
considered
essential worker.
Yeah, so
I
it's just
guess.
that home.
we thank you for your service.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll
thank
be
you.
wearing a mask. At work
Oh,
all
of
the
course. It fucking sucks, dude. 8 hours to be wearing that shit. Fucking annoying. I
Well,
mean,
that's like
when you're
getting
eating
Nurses,
and everything.
nurses do it for 16. Don't
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Don't
Calm
complain
down.
about that. Yeah, bro. You ain't a front
Either
line
way,
worker.
wearing masks is not even healthy for you because you're fucking killing yourself with whatever you're fucking breathing in yourself. Like,
That's not
Well,
necessarily
that's your own.
true.
But
though.
yeah,
Well, talk
You
to
know what?
surgeons about
this
that.
is
What
not-
they
Yeah.
say.
this is not
Bro,
the podcast to
not
talk
the
about that,
podcast,
so
bro.
we'll continue
You're breathing
that.
your
in
own
Let's
air
continue
in
this
the
on
Yeah,
our
that's
own.
why.
We're in the
Yes,
back. We
man.
can talk about that later.
Yes.
man. We need
Whoa.
to.
So let's continue with this.
Heroes After Hours
Yeah.
on
The mask
Instagram
debate.
Live.
Now this.
I'm gonna cough
Man,
on
this is
you.
gonna be.
Chew.
I already know. I see it coming. Watch. I'm calling it right now. Higher Passion is gonna bring out a whole new podcast where we just talk about the most random things ever.
Shit, I wouldn't doubt it. We're trying to give everybody.
It's not a bad idea.
Exactly.
Everybody.
We're gonna have that. We're gonna keep spreading that knowledge. So check it. Another topic I was actually forward to talking about is the Illuminati. Marvel comics, you know what I'm saying? Just be specific. We're not talking about Illuminati and
no
the
conspiracy
USA.
theories.
No conspiracy theory. That's another topic.
I'm not talking about Hillary Clinton here.
Even though it's real, I believe it. But it's okay.
Of course,
it's okay.
Yeah. Open minds.
They don't call themselves.
Let's not go into that here.
Yeah, it's something different. So we're talking about comics here. So Illuminati, Marvel, it's in pre-production.
Perfect.
If I'm not mistaken.
Better.
Actually, if James, could you confirm for me if it has been confirmed or not? If it's going to be a movie or TV series? From what I hear, it hasn't been confirmed.
I don't think it has. I just think
Yeah.
overall pre-production for it, so they have an idea of what they want to do with the Illuminati. And I was actually talking to Nick about it on our little freaking feed and shit.
There doesn't seem to be any definitive plans.
Yeah,
right now.
it's just
but it's pre-production.
Yeah, so they have the
drawing
idea.
it up.
Hopefully, yeah. And
honestly,
from what I can see right here, it's mostly rumors.
Oh, okay.
It's rumors.
I mean, I don't see why not. They already got got some of the core MCU people.
However, these rumors are coming from multiple sources, so there is probably some truth to it.
Well, I mean, there has been talks that apparently the Illuminati should be coming out in Doctor Strange too, especially since he is going to be needing help against Mephisto, which is basically his worst enemy.
But we've also...
But I mean, that's the reason why, like I said, the conversation with Nick, I feel like that would be the best introduction for them to come up with the pre-production of what the Illuminati has to be.
Maybe
they need an
Reed
introduction.
Richards might come out.
They need Reed Richards, Professor X. If we already know that Tony Stark has a couple confirmed freaking projects that he has to do, so why not bring him in there? Even though we already know he's dead.
Iron Man,
yeah, no, of course he won't be Iron Man, but he could if he's from another multiverse, especially since Doctor Strange 2 is going to be going into that aspect.
And that can introduce so many other fucking aspects.
You could bring him in from another world as Tony Stark or Iron Man. You know, like, I think that would be the perfect fit, especially since the talks have been saying that the multiverse is going to be with Doctor Strange.
That's true.
So for me and my opinion, I feel like that would be the perfect way as an intro.
So it could be a movie or a Disney Plus show.
The X-Men and any other Fox superheroes that they have in contract since Disney and Fox merged.
Yeah, and other better way to bring in Professor X.
Yeah,
especially since the X-Men aren't going to be in the MCU. Since he is a big part of the Illuminati.
That's probably the best way to do it.
That would be.
That would be the best way to do it.
So how are they going to do this with Tony Stark gone?
That's the question that I've been asking myself.
It's going to have to be a little bit different. It can't be exactly how it was formed in the comic books because they've already they've already done what they've done for the universe.
Cheers.
And they have to move forward that way.
Got the little can over here.
It's different.
Cheers.
Put in a little liquid break, guys. Sorry about that.
You're good. Refill time.
Yeah,
but we still got it.
We're thirsty up in here.
So I think
it's Friday.
It's hot. Yeah, it's Friday night.
So I think
gotta live a little.
Obviously, Doctor Strange is gonna take a huge part in bringing everyone together. He's gonna have to fill in the shoes for sure.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
And it's crazy. I like how you brought that up because there was actually a debate that we had a couple weeks ago where we were like, who's going to be the main leader moving forward in the MCU?
Mm-hmm.
And there was talks about them saying like, oh, it's going to be Captain Marvel.
No, we said it was going to be
Spider-Man.
No. I don't see Spider-Man doing that anytime soon. He's still way too young and still way too brand new to being a superhero. He doesn't have enough knowledge of that. It's a good idea down the line because I know Tom Holland wants to do it for as long as he could.
That's why.
Down the line, three more movies from now, he's old enough.
But here's another thing.
Two or three. He's gonna be older.
The whole aspect is that we're not gonna get the next Avengers movie for 5 to 6 years. So you have the time. You have the time for Spider-Man to grow.
Obviously,
he's gonna get older. So when it comes to the Avengers, it's gonna be the perfect time for him.
Maybe by the time Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, you already know that after Far From Home, he's like, okay, like I need to take charge of of being Spider-Man. You know, like. Mysterio helped him teach that, so you already know he's on the right path.
Well, Tom Holland is probably the youngest actor who have played Spider-Man, I think, and the youngest looking. And I think they did that intentionally. They wanted somebody who could grow up with the role, and they could see long term. They don't want to get somebody in their late 20s.
And that's the aspect.
Years down the line,
I don't feel like Doctor Strange could be a correct leader because he's already old enough where you already know he's not probably going to have that much of a future in the MCU.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, all the major superheroes, they're all in their late 30s.
Yeah.
I mean, the youngest one you have
Yeah.
is Spider-Man. I can agree with you right there. Maybe it makes more sense to give the reins to him, but not right now. Maybe give some more movies to the veteran MCU people
that you have,
and then Spider-Man in the background making moves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
With
I
that.
see.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
I respect
And then,
that answer.
and then
Yeah,
maybe
of
his
course,
last movie, the last movie before the next Avengers, it shows the transition from him.
And that's why I said
Definitely.
Avengers would be
So
like
then
the perfect time for
eventually
him to be the
talk-
perfect
Yeah,
leader.
okay.
So you guys think
But for
that's
now,
how they're
like you
going to
said.
introduce the Fantastic Four world and the X-Men world?
Yeah, of course. It gives them
Doctor Strange
time.
movie, I would think so.
No, I mean we already know they're gonna be introducing
Illuminati.
mutants. Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, the
I think
Illuminati. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Illuminati. I think they won't be introduced to a couple
Movies in.
movies.
They-
in.
and if they-
You know what? Even if
you
they make
know
a
why?
cameo and then they can get their own movie, kind of like
Yeah.
they did with
Because
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it
of course,
depends if
that
they're
would
going.
We
be-
would have heard more definite things about a plan moving forward if it was one of the next few ones. We would
Yeah.
hear a lot more development on the story.
I'm sure
if
they
it
are
were.
though, because
Well-
they're a key figure to Marvel.
That's
Fantastic
true,
Four.
unless they're trying to just make it a whole different character storyline, because the same way they did it with what movie previously? Not well, yeah, just like Infinity War and all that. It wasn't the original characters and all that, or even in Civil War, I should say, it wasn't the original characters that were in the comics.
Yeah.
So they always changed it up. So I feel like that's something they could do with the
And also, I
Illuminati.
think they're actually
And-
taking time with them because they fucked it up so many times. They fucked it up in like 3 movies already. So it's like they're gonna have to actually dissect everything and
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah,
But
and
that's why we
especially
have the
with-
next 10 years for them to bring everything. That's why
Yeah.
they have.
That's what I'm
single-
saying.
That's why
It's
they have
not gonna
single
be
character
anytime
movies.
soon, though.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm saying. Not gonna be
Yeah.
anytime
because they
soon.
got to introduce and just show more of a storyline to other characters. That
And
are
then
already
there's
there.
also a chance of them introducing the Young Avengers.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I think they might introduce the Young Avengers
Maybe
before Illuminati.
Spider-Man can be
leader.
the one,
of
the
that.
leader of those guys.
Well, either way, he's gonna have to become leader.
Oh,
He's gonna
Obviously.
have to.
And we all know that's what's gonna happen at the end.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I just don't think there's any Earth hero that has the capability of being a leader right now, other than Spider-Man.
Not
Potential.
Spider-Man
He has
right
the
now either,
potential.
though.
He has the
potential.
potential.
He
I
doesn't.
think
He's
you
not a
do,
leader.
Josh.
He's not.
Black
You do.
Panther could be a
What?
leader, bro.
You
He's
could
a
be a
king.
leader.
Yeah, we
Damn,
can.
I am the
Yeah.
leader.
I have faith in you.
We have
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Panther be it.
Black
Avengers.
Panther
That's
could be
fine.
a leader. He's
What
a
will
king
be my
right now.
hero
He
name?
has the resources to do everything Tony Stark did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason why he wouldn't be the next one to step up.
T'Challa.
Oh, T'Challa would be perfect.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you guys also heard about talking about Disney Plus, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There were leaks about Wolverine supposedly coming out and that.
And who's supposed to play him?
With that, that's what I'm
Huge
all
man,
about.
of
Who would you
course.
guys? Okay, I thought
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Hey, you know what? That's not a
Shia
bad
LaBeouf.
idea.
Hey, that's actually.
I fuck with that.
Damn, that's a good
That's a
fucking
good
answer.
I've
Actually,
actually never
Thought of
put that in my
I
in
never
my
thought
head.
of that.
has
Yeah, that's
that.
actually a good.
Shit, that's a good.
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
He's
'Cause
about the right
You heard
height,
it here,
too.
man. You heard it here at the Heroes and Mutants.
Hey,
Shia
he has
LaBeouf.
the
Next
greatest
Wolverine.
greatest
Shia
career
LaBeouf,
comeback of
bro.
all time. He's doing great
Yeah.
now.
Not
He's
only
doing
that,
great now.
he's about the right height too for Wolverine because he's a little shorter. It's more
Mhm.
like my height. He's
Yeah.
already a little in shape. He could just bulk up a little more.
Yeah,
He already
Yeah,
has
he's
a
got
deep
that
ass fucking
beard.
voice.
and I like his
intimidating voice,
dedication.
yeah.
And I like his dedication
yeah.
because
He's a method actor.
He just got a full-on blasted chest
Chest
piece
for that-
tattoo
for that
the
tax
new
collector movie?
the
Damn.
new
You
tax
know how
collector
much makeup
movie,
they're gonna
bro.
have to do to fucking erase that shit? Because you're
Well-
not gonna get a tatted ass.
Well, when it comes to the technology we have nowadays,
do
it's
it
not
easy.
that
yeah,
hard,
no, of
bro.
course.
It's
But
that
honestly,
easy.
Shia LaBeouf would be perfect.
I
never
thought
thought
about
about shout
that.
out.
He's probably gonna
So-
have to remove those tattoos at some point because it's so specific to a movie role, and he's rich enough.
Well,
to
no,
do
he
it.
said it relates to his dad or
To his
stepdad or
growing
something
up.
like
He
that.
he
Yeah,
grew
to
up
his childhood
in Echo
memory
Park.
and all that.
He's
Yeah.
from the area.
Yeah.
So
Makes
that
sense.
tattoo
That makes
related,
sense.
yeah,
Fuck
that
yeah.
too was more of a dedication. Like it
To
was
the
dedication
area?
to
Yeah.
the movie, but dedication. It had a backstory to
To
his
it,
tattoos.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
so
yeah.
it has meaning to it. So if he
Yeah.
does go
Yeah.
all
I
ahead
mean, they
and
already do
erase
it, yeah.
something, it's like, damn, he had to have a reason to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But no, he went all out. So
I
that's what I'm
would
saying.
say
If-
Tom Hardy, but Tom Hardy already does.
Venom.
so
Nah, he
many
does
comic
Venom,
book
and I
things.
love
Yeah.
him.
And he
as
was
Venom.
already
He's already Venom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love him.
And
as
he's been
Venom.
Bane. I feel like would be excessive.
You have to give somebody
You
another
too.
chance.
You got one in DC. You got your foot in Marvel. You're fine. You're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Someone else. We need a fresh. But I don't know who else can do it. So Hugh Jackman's did
Yeah.
such a great fucking job.
He
Yeah,
is. And see, that's what
It's just a character that you
I
can't
forgot
touch
it.
after.
One of the Russo brothers said it. They should not bring if they do bring
Wolverine back for a
Wolverine
while.
back for a while and they try to use Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman, don't freaking bring him back anytime soon.
No.
Bring him back for a while.
I don't think Hugh Jackman is ever coming back, to be honest.
No,
I don't think so.
And
I think they should let
Logan.
him rest for a
Logan
bit.
was the best. Fucking
Let him sit it out.
Goodbye,
And I don't. Nobody
like,
else
shit.
dedicated that many years and that many movies to playing a superhero as Hugh Jackman did to Wolverine.
Respect
They
Hugh
did.
If you think
Jackman,
about it, it
man.
came out of 2000s with the modern
3,
superhero
4,
craze
5.
before the MCU. They started off before the MCU, before the Spider-Man
Yep.
movies. They went through the
Yep.
Iron Man, the Dark Knights coming out. He was like consistent while the universe has changed.
I
and
think he's done
rebooted
what,
for
like about
years
5
and years.
movies,
Yeah.
right? That's
He's done.
that's the most than
Yup.
anybody.
And
Right.
about 2 decades.
decades.
Two
Yeah.
decades, 20 years, bro.
Well, what
That's
other
a
actor
lot.
has done that for a superhero?
No
Christian
No
Bale did
one.
it for 3 years.
Yeah, there's no
Other
one.
than
three
that,
movies,
just-
3 movies,
7
Yeah,
years.
just
Just
three movies.
RDJ.
7
RDJ will
years, 3
probably be the
movies.
second
Other than that, just
one
been Hugh.
after that has done it for the longest.
He's like in 7 of them, isn't he?
Cool.
He's
Well, he's in the
X-Men
first,
1,
obviously the
2,
first 3.
3,
Days of Future Past,
Past, Logan,
Logan,
the Wolverine movie,
the Wolverine movie.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, and he has small parts in Apocalypse and a small part in First Class.
Okay, so we can count those. So about 7 full movies, 2. Okay, so 9.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Fucking- The man's dedicated. The man's dedicated.
What's up, Ruben?
What you got next, Ruben?
You look troubled or confused.
Well, he actually has 9, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait.
7 full-length ones and 9 altogether.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because First Class is just a cameo,
and
and
so
Apocalypse is like 5, 10 minutes at the most, from what I remember.
so
At
an
the most.
appearance,
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Still.
he's the
Overall.
longest.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's been killing it for the longest. But like you said, I don't think they're gonna bring him back anytime soon.
I think let him rest. Let him
Yeah,
let
for
that
a bit
character
at least.
sit for a little bit.
Give
They
the
should.
give another X-Men a chance to shine. Yeah,
I'd wanna see
No other
a
X-Men
new-
is as interesting as
Magneto.
Wolverine.
Magneto.
Nah,
No, obviously
definitely
Magneto,
not.
but I'm saying like to carry their own movie. You're not gonna get Magneto.
Magneto
movies.
could carry his own
You think
movie.
so?
Oh,
I
hell
think-
yeah.
And
You
they-
start and like okay, I can see that.
And then before
or at
the
least a series too.
And then
I would
before
wanna see that
Disney
as
got the
series.
rights to the
Mhm.
freaking Fox characters of X-Men, they've
Mhm.
already done a Phoenix movie. So I don't want to see anything like that soon either, to be honest.
In the future, at some point, they can do it. But for right now,
well,
they
same
should
with
probably
Wolverine
not.
though. But that's what I'm saying. Wolverine and the Phoenix, they should not, or Jean Grey, I should say,
Mhm.
they should not be introduced anytime soon. I
Nope.
would want to see a
Nope,
freaking
nope, yep.
a Storm. A Storm would be awesome. Because she came out in most of the X-Men movies too, but she never had like a majority role or a main character, I should say.
I'd rather see Storm than
Mhm.
Cyclops for sure.
Ooh,
Mhm.
storyline wise, yeah. Storyline
Mhm.
wise, I would rather see a Storm than.
Especially with the whole
Then the
rumors of
Cyclops.
fucking Black Panther 2 having her in there.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Best couple, one of the best couples right there for sure.
I want
Storm
to
and Black
hit you
Panther?
guys with the 180 really quick. Moving on to DC. Well, not moving on. This is just for the next topic. God versus half God or semi God, I should say.
Demigod, actually.
Demigod.
Yeah.
Okay, demigod. Perfect. Thank
That's
you
one of
guys.
the
Greek
Thank you.
mythology.
That's why you guys are here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. If
Mhm.
you're going for that term, you guys are completely correct. So, Wonder Woman versus Thor.
Oof.
Demigod versus full god.
I'm convinced, as strong as Thor is, Wonder Woman would kick his
You
ass.
think so?
And I think she would do it in style. And I think she would look good doing it too.
In style?
In style.
Damn, that
She's
says
Wonder
a
Woman.
lot, bro.
I agree with Jimmy. I mean, otherwise, I mean, I don't like the way we've seen Thor. I don't think he's understand his full capabilities.
Oh, yeah, we
actually
haven't-
Wonder
we-
Woman.
But
like,
Wonder Woman.
We've seen glimpses of. If we're talking about MCU Thor, we've seen glimpses of him. Be able to fucking kick ass.
yeah.
But in Wonder Woman, she's consistently kicked ass in every time we've seen her.
Mhm.
Every time we've seen her, she's consistently just been a badass person.
She's
Shao
also,
Gadot.
She fucking
even as
took on Apocalypse when Batman and Superman were in the
Yup,
back.
She took it over.
she made Batman and Superman look silly in that movie.
So, yeah, absolutely. She stole that movie for
'Cause
sure.
all Batman did was grapple from building building, getting hit to avoid getting hit. Superman was being smacked around, oh! And Wonder Woman would get like hit, and then she looked like she liked
was
it. She
ready.
would come back, like and no hit
Yeah.
kept her down. She looked like she was into the battle of it all. So I think she would win in a fight, and I also like her more as a character, her mythology.
As a
Wonder
character.
Woman.
So are we going
Iconic.
just from like movie wise
No,
or overall wise?
Overall,
aspect.
everything.
Overall,
Well, because the way you were
And I
explaining it,
think
you were
she-
talking about the movie.
Given the situation, she
Just saying.
could be worthy enough to pick up the hammer and beat
Oh,
the
yes.
shit out of Thor.
Ooh, yeah, I remember. We were
I
talking
think
about
so.
this
I think
earlier.
she just-
I feel like
well-
she could be worthy to pick up the
Yeah,
hammer.
I
of
feel-
course.
oh, absolutely.
The intentions
Without a
are
doubt.
pure.
Gotta
with
go with
her.
my girl Wonder Woman. I gotta love
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
I
Well, see,
agree
the-
with Jimmy.
The thing I gotta contradict about that is
You
because
always gotta contradict something. You can never just
Man,
go
hey.
along.
because I have
Always
some-
gotta be
Controversy.
difficult.
because I have some sort of truth to it too, bro. And if you don't agree with
I
me,
know.
we'll
That's why
forget
you're
you.
here. I know.
man.
I'm just
Because
We're
Wonder
here to
Woman,
listen to
see,
you,
the same
Ruben.
thing
Ruben,
about
relax.
see,
Why
like,
do you like Thor?
like
Tell
Adam
us.
saying, like, you know, Thor, he didn't win, and same with James, you know, Thor didn't witness his full powers until he had to, you know, be not that he he neglected himself, I should say. No one
Well,
neglected
that's
him,
overall, yeah.
but he
MCU,
neglected
like you said,
himself.
yeah.
You know, like he felt he wasn't worthy
comics
because
have
he
it too,
failed.
yeah.
Like half of Asgard got destroyed and all that stuff. But damn, when I compared that to see the thing about Thor, he was always in the fight, no matter what. You know, he
Yeah.
was there. He failed, didn't fail. He was in the fight.
You'll give him
Wonder
that, yeah.
Woman. Going to see well, I'm going movie wise
Okay.
because James was being specific about movies right now. So I
No,
wanna
it
go
wasn't
into
based
movies right now, too.
overall. Just aspect of it. Wonder Woman she's basically a woman Superman. I feel like she
Not
other than having the lasers and
necessarily.
everything, I feel like she has
The
strength.
lasso of
She-
truth.
Yeah.
Tell me what you did.
I remember the
Who you texting?
that's a whole
Who you
different talk.
texting?
But see, when it comes to women, even
And
Even in
Wonder
the
Woman
movie-
is an
Where were you
I don't know, if
Saturday?
you're dating
She's-
Wonder Woman, I don't think you would text
Wonder
any other
Woman.
woman.
Wonder Woman has been around since 1941. Thor has been around, at least the Marvel version of Thor has been around since 1962.
yeah,
Wonder Woman is
20
durable.
years. Yeah, I'm not saying she's not,
She's durable.
but I'm just going when it comes to the storyline wise and the powers and not power wise and all that versus.
You'll go through.
I'd go with Thor, dude, without a doubt.
Go for it.
Like, yeah, freaking like, what could Wonder Woman do to basically counter attack Thor?
Whip him with the lasso.
What, to tell
she
him
can
to-
fly, she can
What?
Choke his ass.
What?
You don't have to tell
I
the
mean,
truth.
what
She has
truth?
electrical powers herself
She
too.
can-
Yeah.
Like, she
I
has the
think
same
she can go
specific
tell
powers
Thor.
as Thor, so she could go Thor. Yeah, basically.
well, you don't
she doesn't
think-
need the fucking truth.
And you don't
just to
think
fucking
with
beat
his
ass.
lightning
Like,
he
what the
could
fuck?
burn that shit?
Okay, at the end of the day, I feel
Here's
like
She
Set it on
controls
fire?
lightning. She could
Whoever's
fucking
gonna
whip that
win-
shit, hit the
How does
lightning,
she
whip
control
it back.
lightning?
You can
Here's
see
another
her
thing.
fucking right in
She-
there.
I also
you see her in
think
the
she-
comics. too.
I also think
Yeah.
she's more intelligent and cunning than Thor is.
okay.
That's another thing. And
Well, that's
battles are
different.
also like, if it were all strength, then Batman would not kick Superman's ass every time they fought in the comic books.
True.
There's also cunning, there's intelligence, there's
Mhm.
plotting.
Yeah,
I do
it's
think
not all
Wonder Woman's
strength.
Wonder Woman is a smarter character.
Well, yeah, of course
too.
not all strength, because if it was all strength, Superman would kick Batman's ass any day, bro.
Yeah, of
The
course.
I know.
Yeah,
why it's not all
exactly.
strength.
All right, well,
why.
I'm glad you guys agree with me, because now we know Batman's the best and
No.
most powerful one.
Nobody said that.
No, but if you
Okay,
think
I
about
didn't hear those
okay.
you guys
didn't hear
talked
those
about
words.
him holding back though.
Batman's
You guys
a
talked-
dangerous man.
See, no, Superman holds back, bro, and we've even seen it in the movies.
Well, yeah, because if Superman really wanted to
Exactly.
Batman, he just punched the fuck out of him.
That's how I know he's the
All he
best.
has to do is
That's how I
strap
know-
on that kryptonite suit, and Wonder Woman will. Superman will turn to jelly just like that.
From a
I prefer
distance.
Wonder Woman over Batman any day.
Wonder
Yes.
Woman over Batman.
Yes.
Oh,
I think
wow,
that's
you
another
take
it
topic
a
for
step back.
another day.
You're saying Wonder
Mm.
Woman over Thor? Come on, get out of here, dog. I say
shit.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
She'll kick
Wait,
Batman's ass any day. too. What does Batman have? All right, no, no, no.
We're not talking about Batman.
No,
We're talking about
I want to bring it up right now. No, no, no.
We
no,
still
no,
haven't
no.
heard Adam's answer.
Yeah, let's hear his
We
answer
want to
before
know
we
his
jump to that.
answer.
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
yours answer? Is it Wonder Woman or is it Thor, Mr. Lopez?
All right, look, I like your points on Wonder Woman. I'm gonna give you that much. I just feel like Thor at the end, he's a scrapper. He'll come in. She is too. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he'll at the end of the day, however long it takes from the fight, he's gonna end up being on
That's
top.
just because
man.
you're sexist.
Oh,
See, now you're just bringing up a whole other
See,
topic now.
Yeah, you're bringing a whole.
Now you're
That's
bringing
how you know
up
you're
a
losing the
whole
argument.
other- exactly.
Bring up the
yeah.
You start calling names.
I'm
and
gonna
start,
start pulling that card down.
Yeah.
that was funny.
No, but we respect your answer. No, either way, they're both fucking powerful at what they do, you know? Like, they can't be touched no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, we can't fucking
That's true.
do anything. Get our ass beat.
Well, we can all agree both of them will kick all of our asses
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, without
all
a
at
doubt, bro.
once.
Man.
All at once.
One stroke of the finger.
Mhm.
See?
They would snap us out like Thanos,
Yeah.
just like that. We are puny mortals to them.
We're ants.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We're ants to them. As freaking
Remember what Dr. Manhattan said? He said the world's smartest termite doesn't hold any more of a threat to me than the world's smartest man.
yeah,
That's
dude. That's
fucking
freaking.
badass.
That says a lot.
That's one of the
dude.
that's one of the greatest
that says
quotes
a
in
lot.
comic book history.
That's why it's one of my top 5 DC movies.
That's a deep. That's a deep quote right there.
Do you guys watch the HBO series?
Oh,
that
yeah,
show was
that show kicked
amazing.
ass.
That's
Fuck.
killer.
I thought
They need to continue it.
I thought it was a great storyline. I thought it
Oh,
was
yeah. From
like,
the beginning,
really well
fucking first 5
filmed.
minutes already like, oh fuck, like
It's incredibly cinematic.
Mhm.
It has a lot of his. It's pretty faithful to the idea of what Watchmen are. The story was epic. The acting was incredible. It was well shot.
give it
That
to
show
HBO
was
for
a
that
10 out of
shit.
10 for me.
Yeah,
About
of course.
time.
Because I mean, we had Spawn and they did amazing with the animated series too.
Mhm.
Like HBO has some fucking shit to them.
They've been killing
Well,
it lately.
Yeah.
HBO
give
also-
more creative
Damn,
freedom to
and
the
they're
people.
doing a Green Lantern.
But the
Imagine
good
that
thing
shit.
about HBO is that most channels like try to exert all their control over their artists. HBO basically lets whoever, when they hire somebody to do something, they let them do whatever they want. There's not the type of restrictions.
That's why you
get
have
at
such
other
best
networks.
execution in movies, like giving the
Mhm.
director 100% authority
Yeah.
to do whatever they want. You're gonna
Absolutely.
get the best film ever because
Yeah.
it's their vision exactly.
Yep.
Yep.
No restrictions, no anything.
Man. So it's divided. 2
Yeah.
Thors and 2 Wonder Womans.
That's how it's supposed to
That's
be.
it.
They can't have 4 Wonder Woman.
But don't forget about that
Overall.
time I'm gonna bring
Could have
up
had 3.
Wonder Woman over
have
Batman.
4.
You can talk about that another day.
Definitely another day.
Sending shockwaves through the internet.
I'm just saying, because you guys are saying, like, Batman just needs to put on that freaking
You're gonna get.
See, if I was
canceled on
Superman,
Twitter.
I'll just go ahead and destroy the Batman.
all right, we'll talk about it
deprive of
another
him and
day.
he's
gonna
I'm
get
gonna remember
canceled
this
on
topic
Twitter.
though. I remember this topic.
cancel culture's going for you. You're in trouble.
for challenging the greatness of Batman. Oh shit! The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles poster.
TMNT.
It's
It's because we
hard.
haven't talked about them.
Time. It's
they feel
okay.
sad.
It's okay.
It's
That's
okay.
shit.
Raphael's my boy though. That's my favorite.
Raphael is well, who would you choose to be your own Ninja Turtle too? Might as well. We already did that. So
If I had to be a Ninja Turtle, I'd be Raphael.
You'd be Raphael? Okay, why would
That's
you
my
want
boy.
to be Raphael?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought he was the badass of the group. Attitude, didn't give a fuck about.
I would say
what people
because
said.
I said I would be like him because I speak out of turn sometimes. Because
Yeah.
he has a big mouth and he
Oh,
just.
we know. We know.
I
think- I think
no filter rubes.
Donatello's a little bit of a square. Leonardo, he's he's cool.
He's a
Michelangelo's-
Benny a
Yeah.
square.
Michelangelo knows he's Mikey. He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
Without a doubt.
without a doubt.
So it's okay. No
Excited
worries
for those
about
comics
that.
to come out though. Fuck, should be dope.
So check it out.
Chickity chickity check it.
Yeah.
The
Shout
Chinese
out
chicken?
to the rap
beats
beats
and
and
melodies.
melodies. I'm trying to be like Stephen over here, Stephen the Young.
Mr. Die Young 94.
Putting out his flows. All right, but now
Always killing it.
if we were to choose the best, I know we talked about a best villain already in the Marvel
Mhm.
universe, but now we're just gonna go straight up MCU.
Yeah.
Like, that's a hard
Best
one.
best MCU villain excluding Thanos though,
Yeah, that's not really. That's too easy. It's
and
not
it's
fair.
too
Who you
recent
got?
too.
You
Yeah,
said Magneto? Or that's
That's
No,
not
that
MCU.
was-
oh, that's not MCU. Oh, you're talking about MCU, the universe. Okay. I would go Killmonger, man. I feel like he just
okay,
set it
that's
up.
a good
He
fucking choice.
he
That's a
put it
good
he
one.
put it out there. He's like, look, this is what I'm fighting for. You kind of felt for him in the entire
Yeah.
movie, and then when he died, you're like, no, I kind of want him to keep playing.
Stole my
That guy.
answer.
So your answer? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Reg, I got you over here.
And
I'm
there's
gonna keep
actually-
the same answer and add a second place.
Go for it, go for it.
yeah.
You're done.
I'm done. Go ahead. Sorry.
I pick Killmonger. I would still pick with that as my favorite, just because I think he was arguably more badass than Black Panther was,
Wait,
than
yeah,
T'Challa
yeah,
was.
of
Let's
course.
let's
Yeah,
be
he was
He was a
honest.
fucking thug. He
Let's
was a
be
fucking
honest.
Michael B.
gangster.
Jordan. That fool fucking killed
Killmonger-
us,
He was
that
a thug.
shit.
Killmonger rightfully won the right to be the king.
Yup.
Let's be very, very,
He did.
very clear
He beat
about
the
that.
fuck out of
If
T'Challa.
there wasn't some kind of plot to get T'Challa back and shit like that, if you want to go by what the rules are,
He won.
Killmonger won.
True.
But then again, he never got terminated either, though. He never completely died, and
He had a
to
great
die,
speech
though.
going out. I loved the that he had a very ideological viewpoint and he had very
Mhm.
strong beliefs and there was very good reasons behind what he did. I
knew
felt
who he
like you
was.
understood him and
Exactly.
he knew who
Yeah.
he was. And I just
You have to
paraphrase
respect the character. And
paraphrase
You
it the last quote where he said, "I'd rather
Oh, Mr.
Man,
Man,
the
we're just
right-
giving you a shout out,
he had
Mr.
the
Dad. I'm
right-
taking that shit
Give
back.
this man a
Don't-
microphone.
Yeah, the
Give him a
right,
microphone.
No, no.
Tripping.
Stick to the rap beats
one
and
of our-
melodies, brother.
One of our
Stick to that.
producers is tripping right now. But yeah.
You know the writers did a good job
Right,
when you
Still
feel
love
for
you,
the
Mr.
villain at the
Stefan.
end
We
of the
still
movie.
love
Yeah.
you.
And the quote that he goes out on when he says he'd rather die at the bottom of the ocean with his ancestors and live like
A life
kind
of chains, yeah.
life
Yeah.
in chains. Gotta respect
That
that.
was dope.
He was wrong. I'm not gonna say he wasn't, but
Oh,
he
no,
had points to
absolutely.
make.
I mean, he was hard headed.
Well,
at that
wrong,
overall,
you
but
have-
overall, he had the right intentions of wanting
There was
to
a
be the
point
best.
where you're like, huh, I get why he's doing what
He
he's
got
doing.
deprived from everything that he
Mhm.
was from a child, and he just wanted to take what was his.
Yeah.
Why not fucking do it?
Well, his
It's-
dad did
it's a
it wrong
challenge,
for
yeah.
him.
Mhm.
Because even his dad say, even when when he opens up his wall again, he has the when he's under the when he's
You gotta
Get-
respect the hustle.
when he's
though.
getting the power of the Black Panther, when he goes
Mhm.
under and he sees, you know how T'Challa, he saw his
Ancestors,
previous ancestor, right? But no, when it comes to Killmonger, he saw his dad and his old freaking apartment, and he's looking like, "What are you doing, looking through my wall and all that stuff?" But they showed him as a little
Great
kid,
villain.
but it wasn't a little kid. It was him just going possessing the powers of the Black Panther, and I feel like that was strong, just that itself, bro. Just
Yeah,
because,
no, of
like,
course.
dude, he himself, like,
It had a deeper meaning.
a
to
deeper
it.
meaning to it, dude. Exactly. It had a way deeper meaning
And
to it.
I wanted to add the last one. My second choice, non-Thanos villain, once again, would probably be the Vulture, just because Michael Keaton
That's killed.
Oh,
me.
dude.
made that character cooler than he ever
The most
was.
intense scene
You
was
took
when he
my
realizes
second
Peter's
choice. What the
Spider-Man.
fuck?
Dog, I was sitting there like, oh fuck, what are they
I'm
gonna
not gonna
do? And he's
lie.
in the backseat the whole time,
The-
like fucking tripping
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
And
He's
when
just
he
fucking
tells-
thinking about it,
when
she's
he
like,
tells
"Nice,
MJ
motherfuckers."
to, when he tells her to get off the car, when he turns around and looks at Peter and gives him that little speech,
Yeah.
he is menacing. I would have been shitting
Absolutely.
my pants.
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
ever
felt
was
that in the
there.
movie. I was sitting there
Yeah.
like, damn, Peter's fucking over his head right now.
You ever
Imagine
seen
the
that?
girl
me-
you're dating fucking tell your dad tells you that
Oh.
shit.
And-
You're like, oh, fuck.
I feel like without that performance, it might have been just an average villain as it's written. But that's
Yeah.
the case for me, where Michael Keaton came in and elevated it. His performance made it better than
Yeah.
than it was written.
Yeah.
You realize
Of
how
course,
much danger
yeah.
Peter was in
Oh,
that
yeah.
film.
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
So
overall
shout out to
played
Michael
out.
Keaton.
Without
I
a
feel-
doubt.
yeah.
The best
I-
Batman.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he's
And we're
my
gonna see him
Batman.
back
That's
too.
for
I think we'll
sure.
get-
Who the
I'm
fuck
not
isn't
gonna lie,
excited
I'm
about
kissing
that
ass. I
shit?
want
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Keaton on the podcast one day.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
wouldn't?
want you on
We
the
can
damn
get
podcast.
Keaton,
Come
Michael
through.
Keaton.
Show
We
some
got-
love, Michael.
We got you.
Right.
We got you.
All right.
Whatever you
He's
want to
been
drink.
killing it though.
Whatever you
He
want to
has
smoke.
killed
We
it.
got you.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Well, he
Who's your-
took my second choice, but I also agree a lot with. They made me really rethink how Killmonger was. I'm like, fuck, like,
Well, I knew how bad.
yeah, and
was.
like, but overall,
on
like,
some
just,
Malcolm
yeah,
X shit
no,
right there.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. Yeah, that's
That
what
was.
brought it. Like, it brought it
Hi,
to a
what did
personal
he
level
say?
where you
Hey,
actually
auntie?
connected with who he
Oh
was.
yeah, hey auntie.
Hey, auntie.
Oh,
That was one of the
Oh,
best
dude,
lines.
hell
when he
yeah.
said.
He's like, what the fuck? Like, he gives
Dude,
no
it's
fuck.
Sly
shit.
motherfucker right there.
I feel like
But
I-
overall, powerful. And just overall, I know we didn't see much of him because just Doctor Strange was playing with them. But I feel like Dormammu has a lot to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I
so
feel you on that.
because he has a lot of cosmic energy. He's one of the biggest villains, especially for Doctor Strange. You know, I know we haven't
Yeah.
seen him, and we will be getting a lot
Oh,
of
we
him
will.
in Doctor Strange too. So
I think
feel
he's
like
a punk
for
ass
him,
though for doing that though.
Doctor Strange.
No, the
Dormammu?
villain,
Just giving
yeah.
up and shit?
Yeah, he just heard that.
Well, he did it what fucking more than fucking a million times. and shit. I would get fucking tired. Okay, all right, motherfucker, I'll get you next time and just fucking go have your fun
That's
for now.
that's commitment though.
Yeah.
I would have gave up after the third try. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? I
We're
don't hear you.
we lost.
I would have just stood
Yeah,
there.
but
straight
overall,
as a
like-
villain, I would have just.
But
I would've
overall,
kept his ass
like
there.
played out in like the MCU and who had like the best role where like it felt connected to, I would say Killmonger is probably the best. But for
Mm.
them to like who has a bigger in the comic world, Dormammu is the bigger character where he has more energy and he has more powers.
I would have to go Loki, just because even though he has good
The prankster?
portrayals, the king of pranks.
King of
I
Prince.
think, I think
King of pranks.
he's just all around like a character you want. He's just interesting character.
Exactly.
is.
Even
Take away the whole
though-
bad guy aspects. Just
Yeah.
him being,
He's the
trying to-
character you love
I
to
think
hate.
he's just someone you want to
basically.
see around. He just has
Without a
everything.
doubt, yeah.
He also has a little more good in him than a lot of villains
Absolutely.
do.
He's
Yeah.
like he's like a
That's
conflicted.
why I like
He's a
him.
true
Yeah.
anti-hero.
He's like an
conflicted.
anti-hero, exactly.
I don't
True
think he's an
anti-hero.
anti-hero.
He's still a villain,
I think he's a
but
villain.
he's verging on the
Yeah.
point of
He'll
being-
help.
conflicted.
He'll help Thor when it benefits him. Definitely.
He's
But
in
I don't think he's gonna choose the Avengers over everybody else.
Yeah, but he also knows when it's time to unite against a greater evil.
Yeah, well, like in Infinity War when he got his neck snapped.
Nah, I feel he's more he's more
wants to be
villainous.
the best that he's at. So why might as well take out the biggest fucking villain and keep his fucking power for himself. Himself number one.
Well, people are more frightened of Thanos than Loki, so.
Nah, I just feel like he's more
but
villainous.
That's why he's out of the
is
picture.
Good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos just too more recent, and then Thanos has fought
That's not
a lot
fair.
of. Thanos has fought freaking the Hulk multiple times too,
The
and he always kicks the
Eternals,
Hulk's freaking ass all the time. You know, what
I
I'm
just
saying?
noticed both of my two favorite MCU villains are played by Michael actors, Michael B. Jordan and Michael Keaton. The Mikeys.
The Mike
The
is
Mike.
Killing it at the MCU.
Shout out to the Mike.
make me like Mike.
Yep. Like Mike. We want to be like Mike.
Nah, yeah, I would go Loki though. Like we said,
That's cool.
That's a good choice.
would,
Yeah, that's a perfect choice.
he's more
Yeah.
villainous than good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we know he has the good heart.
He's the true definition of being
But
mischievous.
I think it's more like his mom. I think has more to do with his mom.
That what keeps him
Thor's
grounded
mom,
to the
that
good
keeps
side
him
of
grounded
it.
to the good side because she's the one
Who showed him love.
who showed him love and raised him. You know, compared to his dad, where
Yeah.
he was just a straight up king. And
Comes truth, man. Mama's
so
boy
but
right
I
there.
feel like, and that's why I feel like he's the mischievous king. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
the
because
king of
he's
mischief.
yeah,
he's the god of mischief.
he's the
Basically,
best.
He
He's
says it
always up to
himself.
some
Yeah.
shenanigans. I feel.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
his shenanigans.
Well, yeah, that would be my best villain because he has range. And you don't know who to trust. And even though Thor knows it. We saw it in freaking
Well,
When he's
Infinity
talking
War.
to Gamora.
I heard
Yeah.
that he could have
He's like,
faked
he's
the
not
whole
the best
death.
No,
thing.
Ragnarok. We saw it in Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
My bad, Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to catch the airplane. I mean, the plane to get away. But then Loki's like, "You're so much worth. I get more profit if I turn you in and all that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "See, this is the thing about you, Loki. Like I know you. You know,
He's like, I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, I already
and then he
knew, yeah.
shocks him at the end. Oh man.
I mean, that's
To
overall.
work- all right.
That's overall being brothers. They grew
To-
up together.
to
So
work
Thor
with-
already knows how he is overall.
To work
So
with
it's like-
Loki, you don't have to trust him. You just have to trust him to be him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
So
know-
you just have
to-
trust him be him.
If you're gonna plan
And-
if you're gonna team up with him, you just got to be aware of what he's gonna do.
You
and
have to
stay
be 5
one
steps
step
ahead of him.
Yeah, be 5 steps ahead of him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, Thanos definitely was in freaking Infinity War.
Yeah, they
When
fucking died in the
when he
first
gave
10
him the
minutes of movie.
Tesseract and then he tried to shank him
He already knew what's up.
and he just
He already knew he was gonna. It's crazy. He fucking already knew about Loki. He knew he was gonna
Well,
get
he
mean,
did
that's
well
just
because he sent
Thanos
him. That's how it started in
overall.
the first Avengers. That's what I like about that. Like Thanos is the one who sent Loki in the first Avengers
Yeah.
movie.
And then
And then he's like, "Oh, but
and
you
then in
failed." He's
Endgame-
like, but I still have more knowledge.
in
of
Endgame,
Yeah.
he disappears with the Tesseract.
He's like, "All
so-
right, talk
Yeah,
your
so that's
shit."
how
Who
we
knows
know
where he's gonna end up?
That's a
Yeah.
whole different storyline. Yep, whole different storyline.
I'm excited for
Man,
that one.
I'm
And that's where we're
definitely
getting the
excited.
Loki series.
All right, so I want to move on.
Move it on. man.
Make
Moving on.
another 180 back to
'Cause we're moving
the
on
DC the DC universe.
the
So it's been
Inside.
confirmed that
He does not film it
Aquaman
yet.
and Wonder Woman aren't gonna come out in the live action film of the
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. I already
Boo.
knew. I'm just
But it
I'm
makes
just
sense.
happy they
We had
finally
speculation,
confirmed. There
right?
were speculations. That
I
they
feel
aren't
like
gonna
if you're
be-
gonna do the Flashpoint storyline, you need to incorporate as many DC heroes as possible
It
because you're
is.
resetting the universe.
Yeah, that's
you're crossing
true.
multiple timelines.
That is very true, but then you already have a Wonder Woman movie and you already have a Aquaman movie. I
I
know
like-
they have a big part to play in the Flashpoint series, but
I think
I-
Michael
I feel
Keaton
like
returning
DC
as Batman is more than enough to make.
Yeah,
up
I
for
know,
anything
of
that
course.
missing.
Also, side
and
note-
honestly, like you
Side
need-
note on
yeah.
the Flash TV series, I like the little Ezra Miller cameo he did in the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah, that was
And
just
that was
first.
dope.
That
It was like maybe like
Yes.
a 20-second little thing, but that was cool. They had like a little conversation.
Overall, that was just
That was
first.
dope.
It's
that
all
was
connected.
Yeah, it's all
They
connected.
also
It shows, yeah,
Creaked
perfect.
in the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman
Yeah.
universe.
Oh, the
into
universe,
there, too.
yeah.
Yep.
Really quick.
I think they did- I
never
think
know,
they
we
did-
might
they
even
did
see
really
a
good on
Michael
that.
Keaton cameo
Earth
in the
89
fucking
because this
DC.
movie was made in 1989.
Okay, yeah, I
Earth
think
89.
I think the Flash TV
yeah.
show handled that very well. I think they did great.
Especially connecting it with the actual DCU, like you said, that little 20-second actually gave Flash the opportunity to expand his reach as well. We
Well,
already know there is like a multiverse,
It gave
you know.
DC the opportunity
Yeah.
to expand
Yeah,
their range.
and I feel like that's
Mhm.
why it's perfect that Aquaman and Wonder Woman are going to be in there because we are, like I said, we already have those two movies. And
no, they're not.
Honestly,
be in
those
there.
yeah, that's why they're not going to be in
Okay.
there. Like those two
We
movies
still have
already
more
were
stuff
a
coming
huge
from those two
blockbuster
characters.
enough where it's like they don't need to be cameos, and especially that have a new Flash movie coming through. Like,
And
let's give
Ezra's
him-
relatively young. He can still do it for a while.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
actually like, even though the movie wasn't as great as it was, he did.
He's a
kill-
good Flash.
I
He is
think
a
so.
good
He
Flash,
is.
and
He
I
did
would
great.
like to see him continue in the DCU. And honestly, Flashpoint would be a perfect
Okay.
way for him to shine.
I know this is diverging a little bit, but am I the only one that thinks that bringing Michael Keaton back as Batman is going to make the Flash movie a bigger hit than it would have been?
I think
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Yes.
By marketing that angle.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because on it, because we already
I think
have
so.
the next Wonder Woman.
He's
coming out. We
familiar.
already
Everyone
know.
knows he played Batman.
I
If-
feel
at
like-
least-
like there's
at
a
least if you were
nostalgia
born in
from
the
him.
'90s, you know he was like one of the most popular Batman.
I
Yeah.
noticed something happened with those movies when The Dark Knight came out, which I understand because I love The Dark Knight. People started dissing the old Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batman movies,
Mm.
but in recent years, they've had like a resurgence. You hear more people talking about them again, and there's like
Yeah.
a nostalgia for them.
If you watch them again,
Yeah.
they're just fun. They're fun movies, man.
They
It's
are.
a
I
fun
love
movie.
them.
Actually,
Yeah,
how
they
they
bring back
recorded.
childhood memories.
It's
There's
not.
a down
It's not
memory,
as
that
serious
shit.
as the Christian Bale Batman. It's just
but
a
it's
fun.
still
it's a
more
fun time.
serious than the other,
Yeah.
the Joel
Yeah.
Schumacher
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, with the freaking
And Michael Keaton's intense
Yeah, Michael
as
Keaton,
Batman.
yeah.
He has
is.
an intensity when he's in costume with the way that his eyes look and the voice that he uses. He has
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
best Batman voice.
Yeah, it is.
And it never fails for us to bring it up. Remember, I always bring it up when he was doing the Green Vulture
Always
character.
the
Every
Vulture,
time he
yeah.
was fighting with Tom Holland, I don't know if you heard this, Adam. He would always say,
Was it?
"Yeah."
I,
he's like,
I think I
Batman.
read something.
Yeah,
about
dude. He would always do it every time he was fighting with Tom
So, you
Holland.
know, he was
Michael
excited to
Keaton's
come back.
very, very proud of being the first serious live action Batman. Because
Yeah.
if you ask him anytime, he'll tell you he does. Like if people ask him, "Well, were you ever jealous of the Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan?" He's like, "No, I'm Batman."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm not even worried. I
The
don't care."
original.
Yeah,
he
he
hated
told-
the suit, but
I
he,
bet.
he
couldn't
hated
even
the
turn
way
his-
that
he
it
couldn't
felt.
turn his
That
neck.
shit was stiff.
He
but
hated the
that's
way it
fine,
felt.
yeah,
But it
sure.
looked cool as
But it
fuck.
looked dope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And the Batmobile.
You know,
Batmobile
Like if you
they
watch
gave
the
him
fight
too
scenes,
was
you can see
classic,
him doing
so.
like fighting like this because he
The only
he has
the
no
only
movement
thing
in
is,
it.
I wish they would what they did with the original suit. I like Batman with the pointy ears like
yeah,
that.
I do.
I
too.
like how they did that in the for the Michael Keaton version. I want to see Batman with ears like
Pointy
that. It's
ears.
With
fine with
long-ass
him
pointy ears.
where they're tiny like that or they're a little bit bigger like in the Christian Bale version.
Mhm.
But I've always preferred to see
The long-
Batman
The longer
with the long,
versions.
with the long
Yeah.
ears like that.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Batman Beyond, because they had those in the TV.
They
the
might
animated
actually
series,
do
at
that
least,
now.
Animated series
Because of
they
Michael
have the-
Keaton, their DC is considering, like seriously considering
Bringing
doing
it
a,
up.
Or at least,
a Batman
meet it
Beyond.
halfway
That
not
should
as
be
long. Maybe
dope.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to be that long, but at least pointy and
Yeah.
sharp. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I would like that. I would
Yeah,
really like
it's
that.
what makes him Batman.
More
Like,
angular.
Yeah, more angular. Yeah, basically.
And then if it's a whole different topic, but we know from a documentary, that's how we know it originally started too.
Oh, we'll get to that eventually.
I know.
Soon
I'm
enough.
excited.
We're
That's
talking
how I'm
about-
bringing it
enough.
up. We're talking Sublimal right now.
Subliminally.
Subliminally. There you go.
Sublime, not the band, not Sublime.
Not the band, not Sublime. But I'm
Dope
glad
ass
you're
band,
correct.
Or the
though,
Long
man.
Beach Dub All Stars, not them. Bradley Noel,
Glad
Rest in
you
peace,
corrected
Bradley.
me, bro.
R.I.P. Brad.
All right, so I want to move
When you
into
grab a hold of me.
our final topic. Oh, so is that
Tell
your
me
guys'
that
final
I'll
thoughts on that? Are
never
you guys?
be set
So what are you
free.
guys? So what are you guys' final
I
thoughts
like
on
it.
that? Are you guys
Karaoke.
glad? All right, so
We're
you're
going karaoke after
disappointed.
this, guys.
Are you disappointed that they're not introducing more characters in the Flashpoint?
I kind of wish
I
that they
kinda
would,
am a little bit.
but I am fucking so excited for Michael Keaton as Batman that none of that news is gonna like get me less excited. I do wish it were there, but I'm like, fuck it, if that's not what they're gonna do.
I think
I'm
they
still
should have
gonna
gone
be there.
the
Yeah.
whole Civil War
The whole
route where
nine
you kind of
yards.
introduce, just have spread them out,
Mhm.
Even
sprinkle
if
them a
it's
little
not the
bit.
original,
It would make
ones,
Flashpoint
right?
a bit way
Sprinkle,
bigger.
sprinkle them
hitter for
around the
sure,
movie
yeah.
a little bit, get you excited. Oh shit, he's even if they're in it for like
Or
3
even a
minutes,
new
even if the
character.
Green Lantern's in the movie for 2 minutes, they'd be like, oh fuck it, that 2 minute
Well,
scene
you never
is
know.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully
Yeah.
we get like a fucking ending
Hopefully.
scene or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not too surprised, to be honest. I know me and Josh had talked about it. There was speculation where we already knew with Ezra Miller doing his
He wanted
it to
storyline.
be
He
more,
wanted to make it different.
I don't think that DC is gonna want to pay or Warner Brothers is gonna pay for more actors to play major superheroes and give big paychecks
In a
True
solo
that.
film.
when they already have like Michael Keaton coming back. And I hate to repeat, but I feel like they already have like a bankability. Why are they gonna spend more money from a business point on something that they know is gonna be huge, even if they don't put Wonder Woman in? 'Cause
Exactly.
putting Gal Gadot and Jason
Jason
Momoa
Momoa.
is only gonna up the budget.
Yeah,
will.
that's true. Well, yeah, of course.
And not only that, I
Mhm.
feel like it's only gonna be it's a solo film, right? It's
Mhm.
gonna be a main
It's gonna take
storyline,
away.
but it's a solo film. So I feel like the way they're introducing it is good if they don't have these characters in it, because second part, who knows? They might introduce him in, or it might not be in Flashpoint, but it might be another solo film of a different character, whether it's Aquaman.
We want more of a storyline.
And if there's one thing we learned from DC, we don't want them rushing their shit anymore.
Nope.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
This time.
They've been rebooting too much stuff. Like I said earlier, and I think DC needs to finally figure out what they can do.
They just got to execute it correctly.
Sure. Yeah. So those are my final thoughts on that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to move on to our final topic, and it goes back to Disney Plus. So I hear Hawkeye Disney Plus series locks in directors for the first episodes. It's Amber Finlayson, if I'm pronouncing it right, and Katie Elwood. They filmed Amazon's comedy of Age and Troop Zero. How'd you?
I can't say that I've seen any of those.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. But overall, just knowing that they have already some sort of directors going for the Hawkeye gets me excited for it. We already know that Falcon and Winter Soldier is already like almost fully completed, done. I know they still have a little couple.
I'm excited for WandaVision.
WandaVision is already filmed. We just need for them to drop it, which is hopefully sometime this year. Because like you said, with the whole COVID situation going on, like Disney Plus needs to.
It's finally giving Jeremy Renner a chance to shine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there is also rumors he's going to come out and fucking in the Winter Soldier. So hopefully we get to see that as well.
I mean, I'm all for more Hawkeye. Bring it on. He's dope.
Jeremy
Renner
I
could believe that. I could believe now that you brought that up. I could believe that more than Wolverine coming out in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It looks like it'll be late 2021.
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't get his own movie. He's shown he can carry movies. He's had leading roles.
But I just feel that Disney probably thinks that there are other characters in Marvel who are gonna make bigger profits for them, and they're probably gonna tackle.
Honestly, I feel like having a Ronin movie, a Ronin, I feel like that would make much more of a better movie, just because we don't know that storyline too.
Or maybe they can make a Ronin movie before they catch up to him in the end game.
Yeah, you could even bring back Scarlett Johansson for that. Like they have such a history together, even if it's a prequel to what his story was, or just overall, like it's a perfect way to
if you think about it, they're kind of doing that with her already, just because they're doing a prequel with Scarlett already.
Yeah, but I mean,
Black Widow. And she's already handing down the.
But if Black
baton,
Widow
though.
is such a bigger hit, and you could bring her back, I feel like a cameo for her.
Hailee Steinfeld
to be Hawkgirl, right?
What is she from?
Hailee Steinfeld. She comes out in Bumblebee. She also comes.
You mean Kate Bishop?
Yeah, she's going to be Kate. It looks like they're in negotiations. It's not guaranteed, but that's who they're aiming for to be Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then Iron Woman was going to be Catherine.
If they bring out a Ronin solo film, it would have to be not way in the future, but it would have to be a different character than Jeremy Renner, for sure. Because they're already introducing him in the TV series to introduce Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Which is going to bring in the Young Avengers.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. How could you see a Ronin being in that time frame?
No, I mean overall, like saying for him to have like a whole solo film, I feel like Ronin would be the perfect way to bring in a solo.
But
film.
It can't be Jeremy Renner though. No. That's what I'm saying. It can't be Jeremy Renner right now in this time.
Well, because during what is it? Freaking.
They can find any way to make something work.
Yeah,
they can figure it out.
That is just my opinion.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I can't see that happening. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's because you have no vision.
No, I have vision.
Glasses.
Right. Unintended.
No, I have vision. But when you're trying to expand that creativity, you can't just be using the same freaking character or same actor. That's not creativity right there. You're just milking something that you probably make money. Like Batman, bro.
But if the character already fits,
but they changed Batman 20 times.
Give him the shine. We already know, like.
But see, the MCU, you can't compare the Marvel to Disney.
I don't appreciate your Jeremy Renner disrespect right now.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful, bro. But I just can't see.
You would want to see a younger.
I met Jeremy Renner like 4 years ago.
Oh shit! No, wait, where at?
I used to bartend in Hollywood. He came in, ordered a coffee, and then.
Was he cool?
He was real cool. I mean, it took me a while to make the coffee because I was like, oh shit, Jeremy Renner had to go in the back. How tall is
Jeremy Renner? How tall is he? Is he
like creamers, one sugar?
I think I'm short. I'm like 5'6". He's about 5'9", 5'10", something like that.
Oh, okay, so he is pretty tall.
He's cool. He's talking.
I'm taller.
I said what's up a little bit. He was nice, super cool. And then got his
Don't
coffee.
pick a fight with the roofs.
Yeah.
That fool would just shoot me with the bow and arrow, dog.
Yeah, he was real cool. Real cool. I like when celebrities come in and they were nice, because there were some that would come in, they were like, and they wouldn't even give you eye contact. Give me this. All right, cool.
Tell us in the after hours who are those celebrities.
Yeah, I got you. Can't
Alright.
name drop right now.
Yeah, we can't.
Well, how do you guys feel about these directors though, and the Hawkeye, series moving forward?
I know they
now?
have another director. I forgot the name, but I know he filmed Saturday Night Live, and I
Yeah,
believe he did.
Bright
Mad
Thomas?
Men. Yeah,
Right, Tom.
yeah. So they have like 3 directors. So hopefully we don't. I mean,
And
I know.
Mad Men, you said, right?
Yeah, Mad Men.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I really haven't really watched those shows, but overall, I'm just
Did
excited.
you say Ant-Man?
Mad Men?
Mad
No,
Men.
Mad Men and
Mad
Saturday
Men.
Night
Mad Men
Live.
and Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Mad Men's a good show.
Yeah,
Mad
Mad
Men's
Men's
a really good
Saturday
show.
Night Live.
I've
You
never
already
watched
know.
it.
It's a
You
really
already
good
know.
show.
Man.
I just know
Fucking Saturday Night Live has
They
been
got that
forever.
redhead with the bazongas on there.
Oh, damn. She's basically.
That's all I know a show about. I'm sorry.
She's
think I got her
basically.
laughing over
Christina
here.
Hendricks.
Cause see,
Christina
yeah,
Hendricks.
hey, if you don't know who she is, I suggest you Google
She's
her.
basically-
Incognito Google her.
She's basically like the. She's basically like the redhead from Roger Rabbit.
Exact Jessica
Shit.
Rabbit. She'd be the best Jessica Rabbit. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. If they make a new Jessica Rabbit,
Yeah,
That's like the
Christina
live
Hendricks.
version.
you better have her
of,
on deck.
That's
to play
the
that
live
part.
version of
Mhm.
Jessica Rabbit right there.
John
If it
Slattery is
came out of
also
your
from
mouth.
Mad Men, the
Yeah.
one who plays Tony Stark's father.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
He's
is.
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
from Mad Men. He played Sterling, one of the owners of the ad agency. He plays almost the same kind of character ish, from the same era, somewhat.
Yeah, sure that.
Very interesting.
But I'm excited. Hopefully, we get some more news on the Hawkeye series.
Hope so.
Yeah,
Well,
because
yeah.
from what I know, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
And
I mean-
storyline wise, and just the fact that I haven't been able to go to the movie theater.
Now, I mean,
you
now we
know
just
what
need
I'm
it.
saying?
Now we just
Way
need to
back
see
what
if
we were
they're
talking
yeah.
on the beginning.
But it's just gonna hold off to see if they're gonna either try to find a way to film it in an aspect where, I mean, I know Jurassic World 3, they said they're gonna be filming like they're gonna be like in a bubble where everyone
Yeah,
that's directing,
they
everyone who's
build-
acting is gonna be always surveillance. Like they're gonna make sure that they're COVID free. You know, like if they're gonna have those protocols when they film it, I think
Well,
they
yeah.
should. They would be able to do it good, but if not, it's just gonna be something that's gonna be
Yeah,
holding
it'll
up for
be
a while.
difficult because, like you were saying, everything's in a bubble now, and especially our American passport, USA passport, don't work as a matter of don't work.
They won't
for
let us
shit
go
right now.
anywhere,
You can't
dog.
go
No.
anywhere unless you want to go to like
America's
Africa.
the
but it's
kid
only,
that
like,
picks his
once
nose
a
in
year.
class right
And
now.
side
No one
note
wants
on
to
that,
be
man,
there.
California, fucking United States, you got to do better on this shit. Like, if you really want everything to go back to normal, wear your mask, stay home, do whatever
Just
protocol
listen.
has.
Just
Yeah, just listen. Like,
listen.
as hard
This
as
could
it-
have
as hard
been
as it
done
is.
months ago. We're
You
getting
know
off
that-
topic here, but this could have been done months
Ninja-
ago. We could have
No.
been fucking living our lives like fucking all
But
other
you know-
European
all right,
countries right now.
all right, you know that in Japan that they didn't put any restrictions on anything. It's because their culture is a little more collectivist.
Yeah.
They're
Everybody-
traditional and everything.
Everybody wore masks on their own and self-imposed it, and they got rid of it really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Americans
they
are
did.
not like
It's
that.
called
No,
compassion.
We're more hard-headed.
It's
We're
called respect
Americans
for
are
your
s-
neighbors. That's all it
That
is.
they say
Americans are spoiled.
Americans are
Yeah,
ignorant.
very
We're
much,
spoiled.
yeah.
We're very
ignorant.
spoiled.
We're the best place probably to live in overall. I know,
But
we
it
have
also
the best,
comes with
but
the-
it
It
comes
comes
with
with
the
a
price.
drawback. Yeah,
it comes with the price.
a certain
doubt.
sense of entitlement and
We just can't
spoiledness.
be
But
naive right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Our
we
just
can,
can't be
man.
naive.
End of the day, just
smart.
be sure wear your mask. We'll get through this. Just let it be
Exactly.
over.
I'm not wearing mine, but
Without
it's
a
right
doubt,
here.
get
yeah.
yourself
Oh,
a Bane
yeah.
mask and you'll look cool.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Bane mask.
Oh man's wife is
we're
important,
born
Mr.
in the-
UPS man.
Mr. Wayne.
Fucking going back.
Dude, that's
Oh,
That
born
South
in
a
Park-
quarantine.
that South Park episode was fucking dope. Carmen
It really
fucking
is.
kills
So
that
I
shit.
need a
Classic
Bane
ass
mask.
character. I need a fucking Carmen man.
An
I'm gonna give
authentic
me one.
one.
I'm gonna give me one for sure. I'm gonna give me a Bane mask for
Ya se
sure.
me terminó.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's the Heroes Million podcast. Ruben, Josh, special guest Adam.
Hey, it was
Oh,
fun.
Nice
Thanks
man.
having
over
you,
here.
Adam. Hopefully we have you
Appreciate
Had a
soon,
lot of fun,
brother.
guys. This is
Yeah.
dope.
It was
Thanks
good
for
having
y'all
you.
Stay
keep being
tuned,
safe.
man.
Be
Like,
smart.
subscribe, higher passion. We got you guys.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Have a good out.